pound itself down for some reason. Right, so before you take the motor mover off, handbrake on.
Sorry, am I recording?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
recording, yeah. So make sure always put the handbrake on before you take the mover off.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you don't do it that way, you could end up with a caravan, if it's especially on the slope, starting to disappear.
Yes.
It's going to be panic time. Trying to stop a ton of caravan is not easy unless you can grab the handbrake quick. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So the other important thing is obviously get the mover off. So that's the reason why I've left that mover handle on.
Yes.
Because once you've connected it, if you use it to get onto the car, have a walk round. Once you've done that, have a walk round. So you can check in windows, make sure they're secure, your lockers are secure. And obviously the spanner being there is going to hopefully trigger something in your brain to say, oh, I need to get that off. If you haven't got the spanner there, you're quite easy, just jump in the car, off you go. Alright, so
Okay,
just be careful.
Yep.
So switch your handset off, you just switch it off.
Right.
Switch the key off. So don't leave this key switched on. If you leave it on by mistake, the likelihood is that the control unit will go into hibernation and switch itself off.
Right.
Okay, so obviously to stop the battery from draining down. So if you take the key out, or if you've left the key in, sorry, if you've left the key in, just take the key out, give it a few seconds to reset, then put it back in again, it should work.
Okay.
Alright?
Yeah.
So what we'll do now is just get the mover off the wheel. So with things like Aquarolls and Wastemasters, I tend to put mine, you hear some people, they put them in the shower and all sorts of things. I tend to put them inside just through the door. I've got covers for mine. So the first thing you're going to need when you get to site is them. So
Yes.
you might as well have them pretty close to the door, ready to drag out.
Okay.
Okay. And the reason why I put covers on, obviously, that if you're on a site where it's they're sitting on grass, obviously worm casts and things like that, obviously you don't want that all over your carpet either.
And can you travel with those like that
Yeah,
then?
yeah.
That's all right, because
Yeah.
they're fairly solid, aren't they?
That's it, yeah. So I always put the step by the door because that's the first thing you want.
Yeah.
Is the step.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What we'll do, we'll connect you. I'll just take that off. Connect the caravan to the thing.
Right,
Yeah,
so
so that's
all you did was flick it forward and pull it out.
Just push it forward. That's it.
Okay.
It'll come off then.
Right.
It's
Okay.
best just to check, but it should come off.
Yes.
Quite easy. Right. So you've got a door lock there as well. So don't try and.
Yes, yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That could quite easily. You shouldn't do this age van, but when they get a bit older, they get a bit obviously not as
Right.
solid. Right, we'll connect your car up now. So using your jockey wheel line, obviously you can line that up with a tow ball, as in height wise. Release the brake. Obviously you could be using the motor mover to do this, but it will manoeuvre on this here, on the surface. If you see that, I've lifted that handle up. That handle there is to lock it onto the tow ball.
Right.
Okay, so that will go down. I've locked it up. Okay, then wind it down onto the tow ball. Handle clicks in. Okay,
Yep.
just to double check it, make sure it's definitely on and it's definitely locked on. Because sometimes by just running across the top of the tow ball, that can click down. So just wind it back up again. Right, if it's lifting the back of the car up, you know it's on.
Yes.
If it wasn't, it would have just popped off by now.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a good check to make sure that you have got it on the tow
So you
ball.
wind it down until it goes green.
Yeah. Right. So now we can loosen the lock for the side jockey wheel. Line that groove up. We want that to start up in there. That stops it spinning round then. Just make sure that's tight. Then you just slide it all the way up and lock it off. Okay, to get it back off the car, obviously loosen that, lock it off. Once you start winding it up, then lift that handle. You'll have to hold the handle up to get it off. Okay.
And then you put the motor mover on and move the caravan back a bit, would you?
Not necessarily. If you just put that onto the pitch, obviously handbrake on
About
first.
getting it home, because it has
Oh,
to
get it
go
home,
on
yeah.
drive,
Yeah, so if you've got to reverse it using the motor mover,
Yes.
yeah, just release it off there. Obviously make sure the handbrake's on to start with.
Yes.
Get the mover on, then you can take the handbrake off, manoeuvre it where you want to manoeuvre it, handbrake back on again, and what do you call it off? Motor mover off. Right, so get it on, click the handle down, again wind it up, make sure the car and the caravan is still attached, wind that all the way in there, loosen that up, slide it all the way up into the A-frame, and lock that off. Okay.
Yep.
What you've also got, obviously, your cable. Where the plug is on this one?
It's down here.
Your side. Right. And then what you've also got is what's called a breakaway cable. You probably hear a lot or read a lot about where these can and can't go. That's safe enough.
Yep.
Okay. Some people worry, well, what if my tow bar comes off?
Yeah.
But if our engineers talked to the manufacturers and said, well, have you ever any tow balls fail? I said no. But what has failed is the person who's put it on. So it's user failure normally. It's not failure of that.
Yeah.
It's a failure of the person who put it in correctly.
Okay.
But what that will do, if the caravan becomes disattached from the tow ball, that will tighten up around there, pulls the handbrake on. It's called a breakaway cable because it breaks away from the caravan, and the caravan stops separately from the car.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Okay. So hopefully you won't need to do that, as long as you do all the checks to make sure that it is on. Right. This button here, it's not a press button or anything like that. That pops up where the tow ball is inside there. So that is the green that you want to see as a check to make sure you've got a tow ball in there.
That
Yep.
green round the edge,
Yeah.
yes.
So
yeah.
normally that's right down, so you wouldn't be able to see the green at all. The red would be down when it's off the tow ball.
Okay.
Okay. Next thing you want to try and do is also connect your electrics. So it all depends on where you feed this one. Is how much? where the hell's that?
It's here.
They put in some.
It's flipped up sideways. You said you have to put it down. That was to.
That's it. Yeah.
That was so it doesn't fill with water.
Yeah. Well, the other thing they like to do now is because of these detachable ones, it's so when you haven't got this on, it's not in sight at all. It doesn't. Because years ago they used to start putting holes in bumpers and all sorts of things, but now they want to keep them looking nice. Right. So you got. Go on. Right. So you obviously get your lid. You can see that there. We've got this little notch. And you've got 3 other notches on the outer ring. Once that is in position in the plug, that one stays where it is. The outer one will move. Okay. So normally that notch is at the bottom, but this obviously sideways on. So you push it in slightly and then turn it. Right. That noise you just heard there is the ATC. What that is a trailer control unit. What it does, it detects movement. I don't know if you've heard of snaking.
Yes.
So towing obviously is quite a big thing if you don't load things correctly.
Yes.
If a wagon comes past you or you go past a wagon, that bit of air,
Yes.
or you get a bit of a wobble on, the back end starts doing that to control your car. This system, obviously that's just the indicator light, operates the brakes, so it slows the caravan down and straightens it up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all it does. Really simple. They just applies the brakes really slowly and off.
Yeah.
In that movement, it slowed the caravan down. So say your caravan and car's that
Yes.
kind of angle,
Yeah.
it slows the caravan down. The car just pulls it straight.
Yeah.
Really simple. That's also what is called a stabilizer hitch. It's a damper. So if the caravan starts a bit bouncing as well, that slows it down.
Right.
But that is one of the best things that
Yeah.
have come out for caravans.
I was gonna say,
It makes a
yeah,
big difference.
yeah.
Yours is not too bad. Yours is not a really long caravan.
No.
It's a reasonable short one, but it can still be affected by wind. You get
Yeah.
these big sprinter vans coming past you.
Yes.
You will feel them,
Yeah. Okay.
but this will hold it, stop it from getting too
Can you
bad.
just show me again how to attach that lead? Because
Yeah.
I was trying to film it and all I could see was it's in the shadows.
Oh, that all back of my head, yeah. Right, to release it,
Yeah.
so you got that cover there, look. So all you do is just turn it anti-clockwise,
Yeah.
but make sure you fully turn it left before you pull it out,
Yeah.
because if you don't, it may misalign these 4 points.
Right.
Okay, so you got that notch there.
Yep.
It should have a corresponding one, which is normally on the bottom of the plug, but it's actually on the 3 o'clock, is it? 3 o'clock? Yeah, 3 o'clock, I'm looking upside down. So you see that there? So
Yeah.
obviously that flat there is normally 90 degrees to that flat there. Okay, so you start with that there. So if you imagine that's facing the floor now, then.
Yes.
This is not supposed to.
Yeah.
And you just push it in slightly, and then you turn it clockwise. You can hear the ATC kicking in as well.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
You'll have fun first couple of times
I'm
you go
sure
away.
we will.
Yeah, but as long as you do it steadily.
Yes.
No, there's no point in rushing things.
Oh.
Don't get people rushing you, because
How long does it take you when you arrive at a site before you think you're set up? Half an hour?
half an hour, yeah. Yeah, but obviously I've got to go into the routine.
Yeah.
Half an hour, easy now. I would have thought that's without the awning in.
Yeah.
Awning's probably might be an extra hour, depending on what type of awning you got ready. But the half an hour.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Right, we've got an indicator light there. It's flashing green at the moment. What all that's indicating is it hasn't quite completed its test. Normally by driving from here to the gate, that will complete the test, it goes solid green. You may see a red light. If there's a red light or red flashing light, obviously there's a problem or an issue. Unplug your electrics, give it a few seconds, replug it, and it may reset it. Otherwise, there may be obviously an issue with it. You obviously need to get it checked out. As this system operates your brakes, it may be that the brakes are stuck on. So the only way you can get that is someone to come out and reset it for you. All right, but that's what it's indicating. So if you see that red and it's not resetting, just see if the caravan will move. If the caravan won't move, obviously the brakes are applied. If it's not applied, then you may still be able to tow it without that system working.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. But if you load it correctly, you shouldn't need to worry too much about that anyway. It's only a backup, but as long as you load it correctly with all the heavy weight over the axle or slightly forward.
You can put your clothes in and everything. can't you, beforehand?
Yes,
Right,
I think
definitely.
it should be
So-
just good to go.
So should he wait till it's gone?
No,
solid?
by driving forward, it will go solid.
It'll go solid.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you say call somebody out to unlock the brakes,
Yeah.
who would that
Would
somebody
it
be?
be some kind of caravan engineer? AA may be able to, I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Obviously, it'd be something like a caravan engineer.
Right, okay.
I haven't heard of many of these things going wrong, to be quite honest, but obviously we need to tell you that just to be
Okay.
aware of what it could be there.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Right. What we need to do now is check your lights.
Right. Okay. So.
Need to hold
You,
it.
you,
I just
just,
keep pointing
just,
it.
just,
Right,
just,
so obviously you need to check your lights each time you go away. Right, so if you put your side lights on for us first, so I can see the front of the camera. That's it. You put light indicator and brakes on for us. We've got side lights. You put ignition on. Yeah, that was brakes, then right indicator, okay. Left. Okay, brake. Okay, fog. Fog. Okay. On the other right hand of the dashboard. For the lights. I don't know. Have you used? I think there are two little buttons. I used to have a Galaxy, so
I mean, I don't really need to record this.
I'll put it on dip beam. Yeah, no pop. Yeah, I'm getting nothing at the moment. You can follow the car, so.
I think I can
Car.
switch this
Have we
off.
got just shut this a minute. We've got 5 on your car as a person. Just try reverse. No, they just glowed and then went out.
That's in reverse now.
Yeah, no, it's this. I'm just seeing. But the way it is, it always has it when you have a brand new tow ball or towing things, it always ends up with some issues. I'll have to get the engineer just to check it, man. I've got to put it in one of your car electrics. And I'll reverse on for a split second. Right, just 1 second.
I'll just switch this off. Is it there? Is it on off there?
Yeah, there's a. That's the switch for the.
Oh, right, okay, sorry.